Hello, my name is Casey Shreve, and I am a game design student at Johnson County Community College. Today, I would like to talk to you about a prototype that I call Project Kaiju. This was a game designed for a class called Rapid Prototyping. In this class, we are given a span of 2 weeks to design a game on a given theme. This time, the theme was Kaiju attack. The theme had 2 requirements: an overwhelmingly sized monster of any sort, and lots of collateral damage. For my game, I made a large-scale model using Unity's mechanism to animate. I made it kind of like a marionette. I also utilized an object, a Unity asset called Fracture and Destroy, to show devastation and collateral damage. This is also my first attempt to teach the player how to play the game. As you can see, each item in the game comes with a short little UI element. This is also the first game that I'm using Unity's UGUI. No longer legacy GUI skin. I don't want any of that. So what you are seeing now is the model that I created and missiles being shot at the model. The first missile had the A button displayed above it. This game is also the first game that I use the gamepad as the control scheme instead of the keyboard. One of the things that went wrong was that I should have had the keyboard as a backup controller. Not doing so prevents people without the gamepad or without a controller plugged into the computer. They can't play my game if they don't have that technology. Alright, so teaching the player how to play. As we see here, we have the left stick telling us to go forward. So let us follow the direction right to go forward. To show the creature's immense size, I made a stomp mechanic, so each time the foot interacts with the ground, the camera shakes. Now, I have the controller showing us to go down and up. That is how we move position in the game. Left to forward, up and down. Go up and down. As you kick over the buildings and stomp on them, the debris of the buildings give you a score. That score is how you win and lose the game. On the screen now, we now have an indicator to pull both triggers, left and right, on back of the controller. When our death beam meter is full, pulling both triggers shoots a powerful destructive laser, because what giant monster doesn't have a laser? Something that went wrong in this game was the green these things. These pickups increase your health. They aren't really well defined in either where they are at relative to you, nor do they really tell you what they do unless you pick them up. If you are at full health, you won't notice them at all. How you lose health is you get shot by missiles. How you lose the game is you get shot with too many missiles and you die. You have no more health. The game goes until you lose all your health. Winning the game is a point value. The more points you have, the more you'll have a high score. Unfortunately, I have not yet figured out how to do a high score table. The music of the game was created by finding Creative Commons licensed songs and then putting them through my beat mixing equipment. The particle effects are an Unity asset pack called Cartoon FX. All items used in asset packs and music and everything like that is mentioned in the credits of the game. Something else that went wrong, when I animated the item, the object in Mechanim, I was just first learning Mechanim for the first time. I ended up animating each individual body part by itself. That means that on occasion, if I do a action that interrupts, the order of animations can become out of sync, which gives these weird, strange motions to them. Something that I could do better at, now that I understand Mechanim a little better after this, I now know to animate all moving objects as one large object, unless it's a separate entity or a separate actor. That will allow more smooth progression and prevent strange, odd animation irregularities. Upon dying, you are taken to a screen that shows the credits and your final score. Once again, this is an adaptation, a new adaptation of my original credits game. You still have the shooting balls, you still have the 2 randomized explosions, although now the credits no longer have an ugly black background and are now 3D meshes in and of themselves. Thanks to Unity's 3D mesh creator, 3D text mesh creator. That is Project Kaiju. Once again, my name is Casey Shreve. I'd like to thank you for watching my video. If you would like to check out any other of my prototypes, they will all be on the itch.io repository linked below. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, what have ya. And as always, have a good one.